Good evening all. You are watching Daily PRELIMS Current Affairs program brought to you by Ekam IAS. Today is 8th of July 2018 and the topics we will be dealing today are Gram Swaraj Abhiyan, International Roundtable Conference on Data for New India, Ecommerce Task Force, Kepler Telescope and Import Cover. So the first topic for the day is Gram Swaraj Abhiyan. So the news regarding Gram Swaraj Abhiyan is that recently government has added 117 aspirational districts into the Abhiyan, into the scheme, and they have also sent a team of IAS officers to monitor, to coordinate with the program. So first let's understand what is this Gram Swaraj Abhiyan, and then we will see what is this aspirational districts. So Gram Swaraj Abhiyan was launched during the Ambedkar Day, that is in the 14th of April 2018. The aim of Gram Swaraj Abhiyan was to deliver welfare scheme to selected village which require attention, which require particular attention, which are much backward compared to others. And under the scheme they have selected around 21,000 villages. Over 21,000 villages were selected. And in addition to that, these 117 aspirational districts were added. So some of the objectives of this Gram Swaraj Abhiyan is that one is to promote social harmony. Then it aims to spread awareness about pro-poor initiatives taken by government. Also they aims to reach out to the poor for their upliftment, and also they will obtain feedback regarding these welfare schemes and to improve them further. So as I said earlier, this Gram Swaraj Abhiyan aims to deliver welfare schemes to some of the targeted areas. So what are all the welfare schemes which are placed under this Abhiyan? So 7 flagship schemes which we already knew is placed under this Abhiyan. So the schemes coming under this Abhiyan is, one is Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, which aims to give LPG connection to all. Then we have Saubhagya scheme, which aims to give electricity to all. Then we have Ujjala scheme, which gives affordable LED connection, LED lights to everyone. Then we have Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, whose ultimate aim is financial inclusion, that is bringing people into the banking net who are not already in the network, and thus encourage saving behavior. Then we have Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, which is an annual insurance scheme. Then we have Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana, which is an accidental insurance scheme. And finally we have Mission Indradhanush. Mission Indradhanush aims to vaccinate all children by 2020 who are not vaccinated till now. So these are all the 7 schemes which are placed under this Gram Swaraj Abhiyan, and it is together implemented in these areas to bring a holistic development. So we can conclude that if this scheme works properly, then it helps in achieving sustainable development goals, and it even develop governing capacities of the country. So next is aspirational districts. So what is aspirational districts? We have already said that 117 aspirational districts were added into the scheme, that is Gram Swaraj Yojana, Gram Swaraj Abhiyan. So aspirational districts are districts selected under transformation of Aspirational Districts program. So this program was launched in the year 2018. This program was launched in the year 2018 and it aims to bring a quick and effective transformation of these selected villages. Rather than saying it as backward villages, this program likes to say address it as aspirational villages, because there are a vast scope of development in there. So the principle of this program is 3 things, that is convergence, collaboration and competition. Convergence is convergence of central and state schemes. Collaboration is collaboration of central, state and district level administrative authorities for the development of these areas. And finally, the competition is it is between the villages, that is these villages are ranked with using certain parameters. And last is competition. Competition is between these districts. They are ranked by Niti Aayog, and this ranking improves competitiveness among them. They try to achieve the top ranks, and thus they themselves bring themselves to the top. So this program aims to bring people who are not already integrated into the economy. It also aims to develop health and nutrition, education, agriculture, financial inclusion and skill development in these areas. Also basic infrastructure are one of the major concerned area. So how the villages are selected? The villages are selected with three criteria. One is deprivation as said in socio-economic caste census. And second criteria is key health and educational performance indicators. And the third criteria is state of its infrastructure, whether it is weak or strong. Next topic is International Roundtable Conference on Data for New India. The International Roundtable Conference on Data for New India is going to be held in New Delhi on 9th and 10th of July 2018. So the major objective of this program is to identify innovative ideas for improving the statistical system in India. So this program is organized by Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. It is for the first time India is organizing such a roundtable conference or such a conference. So the outcome of the conference is expected to give some of the major suggestions for bringing reforms in statistical system in India. So in this conference, national and international agencies will participate and they will suggest upon the reforms or the innovations required in the statistical field of India. Thus it brings best idea to increase the performance of statistical system in India. In this conference, delegations from Canada, UK, Australia and many other developing countries will appear, and thus we will get suggestions from international experts as well. So for prelims, you should remember that this International Roundtable Conference on Data for New India its aim is to innovate India's statistical system. And also remember the point that it is operated by Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. The next topic is E-commerce Task Force. So the news is that the first meeting of E-commerce Task Force has been carried out in Delhi recently. So what is this E-commerce Task Force? E-commerce is one of the most valued sector in India, and also India is one of the largest market for these e-commerce sites. So as the market is increasing, as the demand is increasing, we require a national policy on e-commerce. For that purpose, this e-commerce task force is set up. So the intention of this e-commerce task force is to recommend framework for a national policy on e-commerce. So it is required suggestion or recommendation on various issues like cross-border data flows, taxation, trade facilitation, consumer conference, IPR or FDI, etc. So these things are to be suggested in order the issues regarding these things with respect to e-commerce has to be suggested in order to frame a e-commerce policy. So there was before the task force there was various sub groups which consist of government and industry experts, and they have put forward their suggestion, and this task force will discuss upon it to bring out a better policy framework. So the topic as such is not that much important for the prelims, but we can neglect it as well. But the national policy on e-commerce, which will soon come as a draft, will be very much important for prelims as well as mains. The next topic is Kepler's telescope, Kepler's space telescope. The Kepler's space telescope is launched in the year 2009 by NASA. So the news is that the Kepler's telescope is almost out of its fuel. So NASA is putting it in a hibernating mode in order to enable them to download data which this telescope contain by this August also. So the main objective of this telescope, this Kepler's telescope, was to search for exoplanets. What is this exoplanets? Exoplanets are planets outside our solar system. It is not the planets other than Earth. It is planets outside our solar system. So till now this Kepler's telescope has found out many exoplanets. So in order to continue with the mission, that is in order to continue with the Kepler's mission of searching exoplanet, the NASA has already sent another telescope into the space, and that is TESS. TESS stands for Transiting Exoplanet Survey Satellite. So it was launched by Falcon 9 of SpaceX. The TESS has a much more capacity than the Kepler's space telescope. It is almost 400 times much bigger than Kepler, and it has the capacity to study more number of stars than the Kepler's space telescope. So the last topic for the day is import cover. So recently, RBI in its biannual report on exchange management, it has said that the import cover of India has declined to 10.8 months in December 2017 compared to 11.3 months in March 2017. So import cover is nothing but the number of months the trade can be carried out with the available foreign exchange resources. Foreign exchange resources is nothing but the foreign money other than the currency, the Indian currency, which is in the hand of the central bank. So this import cover is one of the major indicator of stability of the currency of a country. So what is this Forex Reserve? Forex Reserve is nothing but, as I said earlier, it is the money other than the Indian currency. So there are 4 categories of Forex Reserve. One is foreign currency assets. That is the currencies of other countries which is held by the central bank. Then we have gold. The other is special drawing rights. And finally, reserve trench position. So this Forex Reserve is handled by the Reserve Bank of India. And currently India is in the 8th position in the list of countries having largest foreign exchange reserves. And that's all for today. For more news and detailed explanation, please go through our daily prelims current affairs material, which you can find it in the link attached below. Thanks for watching.